Guten Tag. So this is now lesson 7 of The Secret of the German Language, an overview of cases and genders, okay? For those of you who are taking notes, if you would write these ones, wherever you're taking notes here, durch, für, gegen, ohne, take the accusative, don't be dumm, okay? Once again, durch, für, gegen, ohne, take the accusative, don't be dumm. A little rhyme my friends made up to help us remember some of these ones. There's another couple that may go with this list, but I'm just going to stick with this, okay? Durch, of course, is through, für is for, gegen is against, ohne is without, and is usually around, although a couple of these have other translations as well. Durch, für, gegen, ohne, take the accusative, don't be dumm. I'm going to move on. If you're still writing, then pause this video. So, simply put, if you see any of those prepositions, it takes the accusative, or the Nisi case. And that's basically all it is to it, okay? So, he walks through the hallway, okay? We have through, which is durch. Durch puts us automatically in here. So whatever hallway is, that has to be a Nisi word, okay? So the of the hallway is going to be here, 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 or here. All we need to know is what gender is hallway, and we're good to go. Alright? So, you might remember that hallway is there, Flur, and if you don't know the gender of that, that's a tougher one. That's just a memorization one. So, that happens to be masculine. So, we know it's masculine. Durch, für, gegen, ohne, they take the accusative, don't be dumm. So, therefore, we need this N right there. Durch den Flur. That's how it works, okay? Durch den Flur, okay? Durch den Flur. Through the hallway, okay? Now, if you add an adjective, it's going to just follow the crooked line rule, okay? Geht durch den langen, below the line, Flur. Durch den langen Flur. Through the long hallway. Alright? So there we go. Let's try this one. My big brother walks around the school, okay? My big brother is the subject. Brother is masculine. We have an orphan sign. Does my orphan its endings? Yes, it does. Okay. So no ending, just mine. Okay. But now we have big. Okay. We're gonna want to adopt that orphan ending. So grosser, mein grosser. So adopted, or excuse me, orphan and then adopted. Mein grosser. Mein grosser Bruder geht around this and remember, durch, für, gegen, ohne, take the accusative, don't be dumm. So school has to be accusative, and Schule, since it ends with E, is feminine, and there we go, die Schule. And that's how that works, okay? Mein großer Bruder geht die Schule. Okay? Very good. Our wonderful father has a nice gift for our beautiful mother. Okay, so our wonderful father is the subject. Father is, of course, masculine. Orphan sign, does our orphan its endings? Yes, it does, just like every possessive adjective does. All the my, yours, ours, his, her, they all orphan their endings. So, no endings, simply unser. Okay? But we're going to adopt this R on wonderful. So, unser wunderbarer. So, extra R in wunderbar. Unser, no ending. Wunderbarer, adopted ending. Okay? So, unser wunderbarer Vater hat a nice gift. How is this functioning here? That's the direct object. Okay? That's what's being had, I suppose, okay? So, that's the direct object. Gift, we've seen in a couple previous lessons, is neuter, okay? So, we're over here. Whoops, does A orphan its endings? Yes, it does. So, simply ein, but nice is going to adopt it. I wouldn't say net here because you don't say net for inanimate objects. Let's go with schön, okay? I might have it differently on the next slide, but let's go with schön over here. So, ein, and then we're going to adopt it, schönes, okay? Geschenk. So let's back up again. We have unser, orphaned. Wunderbarer, adopted. Vater, hat, ein, orphaned. Nettes, adopted. Or, excuse me, schönes, that'll be better. Schönes. Geschenk. Für. Now remember, durch, für, gegen ohne take the accusative, don't be doomed. So, für is going to put mother on the accusative one, okay? And so mother we know is feminine, she's right here. Für unsere, then we simply follow the regular crooked line rule. Schöne Mutter. Okay? Sehr gut. So let's see if we got that. Unser wunderbarer, there's our adopted ending right there. Vater hat, and I did put schön. Good. Ein schönes. So again, we orphaned it here. We adopted the schön right there. Ein schönes Geschenk für. Now we're over here. Unsere, above the crooked line, hübsche Mutter. Sehr gut. So, that's a tough one. Let's try this one now. The lazy student is against the stupid assignments, okay? So, if we're going to go with the male student, that's the subject, does it orphan its endings? Not the, okay? So, we're going to keep the R, der, crooked line roll above the crooked line, faule. So, der faule Schüler. Of course, I didn't say whether that's male or female. If it's female, die faule Schülerin ist. Against is gegen. Assignments is easy because that's plural. So we know it's plural. But durch, für, gegen, ohne take the accusative, puts us there with the plural accusative. Gegen, die, stupid is below the line, so doofen, or dummen, Aufgaben. Okay? So, der faule Schüler ist gegen die doofen Aufgaben. That's how this is working. Alright? A bad student comes without his pen. Okay? We're not going to bother with his school. Just comes without his pen. Okay? A bad student. Again, if that's a male student, will be here. Does A orphan its endings? Yes, it does. So no ending. Ein. But bad is going to adopt it. So now we got this R, schlechter. So ein schlechter Schüler. Or if it's a female, eine schlechte Schülerin. But let's go with ein schlechter Schüler kommt without his pen. Without his ohne. And remember, durch, für, gegen, ohne take the accusative, don't be dumm. That's going to put us here. Okay? Pen, as we saw once, is Kugelschreiber or Kuli. And ER ending is usually masculine. So we're going to go with that over here. So, without his pen, so simply seinen Kugelschreiber or Kuli. Okay? So ein schlechter Schüler kommt ohne seinen Kuli. Great. So we're going to go to the next set of prepositions as well in this lesson. These are the prepositions that govern the dative case, the Mr. Man case, automatically. Okay? So if you want to write these here, and I'll pronounce them the way I like to. Außer bei mit nach seit von zu, take the dative, it is true. I'll do it again. Außer bei mit nach seit von zu, take the dative, it is true. Alright? So, hopefully you know some of these. Aus, out or out of. Außer is except for besides. By is at, like at somebody's place, okay? Mit is with. Nach is either after or to or towards, and I'm going to Germany or something like that. Seit we haven't worked with much. That's since in a time sense, since a month, or since last week, something like that. Von, from, and zu, everybody uses that too, very common on that one. They take the dative. So once again, außer bei mit nach seit von zu, take the dative, it is true. If you still need to write that, pause the video, but I'm going to move on. Okay? So just like the other rhyme, if you see any one of those, they're automatically dative or automatically Mr. Man ones, okay? And it works the same way. And we'll just do some examples of that, okay? Schule is feminine, and he walks out of the school, well, außer bei mir nach Zeit von zu, the dative it is true. So aus is one of those dative ones. School is feminine, so Schule, that's where I'm getting this R. Geht aus der Schule. Aus der Schule. Okay? Once again, if we have any adjectives, just follows the crooked line rule that you've already learned. So geht aus der kleinen Schule. Alright? You getting that one? Everyone's here. Well, except the ugly girl. Well, that wasn't a very nice sentence. Okay. Everyone is here. I don't know if you know that one. That's alle sind hier. Alle sind hier. Sometimes you can say jeder ist hier, but no, let's go with alle sind hier. Except for, do you remember that one? That's außer. And again, außer bei mit nach Zeit von zu. Take the dative, it is true. So, außer is going to put the ugly girl in this Mr. Man one here. Girl is Mädchen. We know Mädchen's neuter. That puts her right there. Außer dem hässlichen Mädchen. That's simple. Okay? Alle sind hier, außer dem hässlichen Mädchen. There you go. I'm staying with my best friend. Okay? When we say with, I know you might want to say mit, but we're kind of intending here, I'm staying. It's really at my best friend's house. So that idea in German is not really mit, it's more bei. So we're going to use bei. Außer bei mit nach Zeit von zu, take the dative. So bei is going to put it over here. Ich wohne or ich bleibe. I'm going to go with wohne, I just like it better. Ich wohne. And then at my best friend's, bei. If it's a male friend, okay, and we're here on the indirect, that's going to be right. It's actually not indirect, it's dative. Okay, so by meinem, crooked line, besten Freund. Ich wohne bei meinem besten Freund. Okay, wonder if I have that up here. Yeah, I have ich bleibe. I kind of like wohne better, but let's forget that. I'm working on this right now. Bei meinem besten. Meinem besten Freund. Because of the by, we have to be in the indirect, not indirect, dative form, the Mr. Man one. I'm singing with my younger sister. Now this with is definitely the mit one. So he's singing. He's singing mit, and sister is feminine. Mit also gets it down here. So right there, mit meiner, and below the line, jüngeren Schwester. Okay, so ich singe mit meiner jüngeren Schwester. Surprised I didn't put my red marks up there. After an hour, I can go home. Okay, so after an hour, after is nach. Okay, nach is again on that rhyme. So we're down here. Hour is Stunde. Stunde, ending in E, is going to be feminine. So nach, right there. Einer Stunde kann ich nach Hause. Ja. Nach einer Stunde kann ich nach Hause. Many Germans don't even say go, they just got the idea. Kann ich nach Hause gehen? I guess it's not wrong to say gehen. I don't think maybe, whoopsie, I did it wrong. So, nach einer Stunde kann ich nach Hause. Again, just leave out the gehen, most people do. Alright? Last one. I go to the big store. Okay? Store is Laden, or Geschäft, okay? Laden is actually masculine. Geschäft, I believe, is neuter, yes. Okay, so it's actually not going to matter that much. I'll still get it right. So, ich gehe zu, okay? Zu, and then the big store. If it's going to be Laden, it's an M, but it's going to be Geschäft, it's M. So it's M either way. So, zu dem großen Laden or Geschäft. And a small note, Germans actually normally say, I go into the big store, which is in, and I'm going to get that preposition a little bit later. I believe in the next lesson we have that one. So let's just use zu for now, and that's okay. So, zu dem großen Laden or Geschäft. Okay? So, zu dem großen Laden. Very good. Here's today's tip. All words that end in IE are feminine. Okay? Like Geografie. And most words that end in ER are feminine. Konditorei. Okay? So, IE is feminine, konditorei is feminine. If you're taking down notes, you may want to write these two down. Might help you with that, okay? So, we're getting there. 2 more lessons to go. Can you keep up with this? I hope this is helping. See you next time.